A's Extra.
Welcome back into the Anglers Extra pregame show ahead of game 27 of the season. It's time for catch of the day before Chatham and Hyannis get underway. Joining me is Gavyn Jones, left-handed pitcher from Oklahoma. After making your first start of the Cape League season last night, you went 5 innings pitched, 2-run ball. How did it feel?
It felt good, to get the start, and I haven't started in a while, and I just kind of felt good to go out there and, have an extended outing, and, overall did pretty solid.
You've only had 2 starts in your last 26 appearances at this point. Do you find yourself more in that starter role?
I would like to believe so. I've been in the bullpen for quite some time now, and haven't really started consistently since high school, but, I believe that I could, definitely be a starter, but it's kind of just a progression thing, and just, that was my first one in a while, and so hopefully I'll get another chance to go out there and do it again.
What do you think it takes to be a starter?
Honestly, just, consistency. I think going out there and just, showing your coaches what, your coaches are going to know what they're getting out of you every time you go out there. And so just going out there, being consistent, and just, getting your team in the dugout to go hit and, win a ball game. So it's kind of more simple than said done. So, but yeah.
Manager Dennis Cook has spread around a lot of starts in the last couple of days, using arms that maybe were bullpen arms during the season and giving them that chance. Have you liked that approach?
I do like that approach, especially because, you get up here and, you haven't kind of faced batters in a while, so it's good to, kind of ease into it and, kind of get that stability before you go out there and, have to throw 4 or 5 innings. So, yeah.
You're a two-way player as well. You haven't gotten to show it out here yet, but we talked to Dennis Cook yesterday, who considers himself to be a two-way player. He hit a lot in his time in the National League. What do you think helps more about being a pitcher when you're a hitter? Can you tell the sequencing better?
Actually, yeah. I mean, as a hitter, you kind of know what you see well as a hitter, and so as a pitcher, you kind of know not to throw that. And so, but I mean, I'm a lefty, and so I know that when I'm a left-handed hitter, I do not like facing lefties. And so whenever I'm facing lefties on the mound, I kind of ease up a bit, and I'm like, I know they're uncomfortable, so it kind of helps me out facing lefties for sure.
Does Dennis talk about his times hitting from back in the day?
Not really. Doesn't really talk about it that much, but especially the pitchers, he kind of talks more about the pitching side. But he's kind of talked to me about it a little bit, and given me some pointers. So,
how much BP have you taken while you've been here?
I've actually only taken BP once since I've been here, and I did hit a few homers, so I was kind of proud of that.
And they still haven't gotten you in the lineup, huh?
No, I have not been in the lineup, but I did get a little pinch run out there, so maybe that's a little sneak peek into me getting an AV up here.
When the bases were loaded the other night, you came in at third to replace just in case there was a tag. Did you know you would be up the list for pinch runners?
I did not. I was, in the bullpen, just hanging around, and then next thing you know, I see him signaling down that we needed a runner, and so I put my jersey on as fast as I could and headed down here.
What went through your mind in that moment?
That I was going to score. I wanted to score. But, didn't happen, but we ended up, or no, we didn't, but yeah.
Didn't end up working out, but last night ended up working out with the win anyway. A win last night over Orleans, 8-7, where Gavyn made the start, and now today, game 27 against Hyannis. Chatting with Gavyn Jones on the Anglers Extra pregame show. Gavyn, you're a community college guy. You went to McLennan and spent some time there. What would you say to guys out there right now who are going through the community college route?
I actually love, junior college. Junior college is a great thing. Out of high school, I didn't think I was, quite ready, to pitch at that level. And so I went a year of junior college. And even though I didn't play much, I, learned a lot from the guys ahead of me. And, it overall helped me out and got me, it's almost like a sneak peek into Division I baseball. I mean, you're on a bus, eating crappy food. I mean, it's like, it doesn't sound fun at all, but whenever you're with your boys and you're, going through it all together, that's what really, some of my strongest friendships are from junior college, so that's one thing you can definitely get from it.
Do you have a favorite memory from your time there?
Definitely going to the JUCO World Series. That was a blast. I did not play there, but I did get to go and watch, be in the dugout, and just see how it is there. And it was a great atmosphere there, and it was in New Mexico, yeah. But yeah, we went to the JUCO World Series and winning. Actually, I take that back. Actually, winning the Regional 2 go to the JUCO World Series was the funnest because we were in a regional and we had some bad weather that weekend, and we ended up having to play a game at like 2 in the morning. And like JUCO 2 in the morning game, there's nobody in the stands, and so we come out. I think we were in our locker room just going crazy before we went out there. Came out blasting music and ended up I think run rolling that team. So it was just fun overall. So
the vibes were good in that game.
Yeah, very awesome. If you did something good, it could have been take a good read. Like we were going nuts in the dugout, so it was a good experience.
How does the competition level compare between the two?
I think, me personally, I think the only difference between, a good JUCO and a good D1 is just depth. You're still going to run into arms that are, can definitely compete at the D1 level. But, there's just kind of not as many on one team. But our rival, Weatherford, their ace went to Oklahoma with me, and he ended up being our Saturday guy, and he shoved. So I think it's just a depth thing, But I think with everything happening nowadays, I think there's gonna be a lot more guys going JUCO, and it's gonna really it's going to really take off.
And now that you're at Oklahoma, how does it feel to make that step up to the level where you didn't think you could pitch out of high school?
Yeah. It's a blessing. I thank God every day for it, and just kind of seeing it through. I didn't have a good time sitting on the bench. I don't like sitting on the bench, and just for me to get playing time this year and kind of putting my name out there, it was just a blessing in disguise for sure.
And now your time in Chatham will certainly help that. A big start last night. Gavyn Jones went 5 innings, and you joined the catch of the day today. Gavyn, thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir. Thank you.